to your July spiritual reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome. Okay, guys, this is for spiritual growth, healing, and understanding. Digging deep within these readings, okay? We're using the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Okay. This is for the guidance for living a unique and authentic life through spiritual, as I said, healing and growth. Okay, guys, let's get into this and see what's going on for you. Okay, Scorpio. Two and one more. Okay, there we go. And we have big, bold vision, the perfection of your life, and in the world, not of the world. Wow, okay. This is just a 3-card spread. It's not meant to be very long, but I keep saying that, and then all of a sudden they're like 25 minutes long, even though they're supposed to only be like 15, 16 minutes long. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Okay, so you have the big, bold vision. And sticking this card up here, that way you can look at the card while I interpret to you why this card is here for you. You have this great warrior here. As you can see, she is using her third eye, and this bee is coming out of her third eye. Busy as a bee. That is 100% prosperity. If you can't see it, I'll get it a little closer. Busy as a bee. Total prosperity. Looking for your prosperity. Okay. Becoming the warrior within yourself, looking at the bigger picture in life. Do not look at the small picture, okay? The small picture has nothing to do with you, right? Because we want the big, bold vision. If it's too small, it's not good enough. Why don't you aim higher? Okay, so, yeah. Dream the dream that you want. Go for the goals that you're after. Okay, right here, it says you were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big, even if you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what all the details may look like. You can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will work out for you. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. So you are not the sole player. The universe has control over it. It's going to weave a web for you, but you need to come up with the idea. You have to be self-assured that this is what you want and that this is what you're looking for. This is your vision. The universe, God, whatever your belief system is, and whoever you pray to, manifest to, however it is, whether it might even be just your higher self, is all about how you're playing your role. So what it's saying is there is something, a vision or an idea that is coming to you. You may worry that it is too much for you, but don't worry. It is meant to be yours, although you might have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to the fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical, and more potential possibilities of creativity living within the light of the world. You need to get in there. This one says, remember that in your healing and growing success, as you manifest this big vision, you can touch the hearts of others through your presence, your inner work, your art, and your choices. It will be a win-win situation. You may wonder if you are allowed to access so much wonder. Of course you can. Why wouldn't you be allowed to? Some people believe that they need some kind of permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expansive perspectives of what is possible, what is permitted, and what is of service. It's about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this. Even though it is your vision, it's not just about you. So you can also open this vision up to be helping your family, helping your friends, helping your community, whatever it is that your big, bold vision is. Okay? This card reminds you that you are to receive or be invited to become a part of a grand visionary beginning. Open it up. Let's do this. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you, even if everything seems to be a bit of shambles now. It's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. And I see that too, because look at this, in the perfection of your life, you're going to take these and then you're going to, right, do all these other things in this world, not of this world, taking those visions from one place and bringing them into your own. Okay, so let's clarify that with a tarot card. Figure out, what is going on with the big, bold vision. Can be an obstacle. Where it is sitting with the card 1 can be an obstacle, or it can be a block as well. So I'm really finding this card here to be not only just a guidance for the new life and the awakening that's happening for you right now, I also find it to be kind of a block and an issue to allow this to happen, because I do feel that you're not allowing yourself to actually pick up the bigger pieces. You're picking up smaller pieces, right? So you're allowing this much when you could have this much, right? And sometimes you might even not even be doing that. Maybe it's this much. Maybe you're only picking up the smaller card. Okay, and then saying, well, maybe I'm only allowed to have this much, but I can't have this much, right? So maybe every now and again, you're like, I can pick up the middle piece sometimes, but maybe I'm not allowed to have anything this big. Okay, no, you're allowed to have it this big. That's the point. That's the point of living. That's the point of being. God gave you a creative mind with many huge ideas. Go for it. Go for it. Why not? What makes your visions any different from anybody else's visions? Someone envisioned everything that is around us one way or another. Okay, so the big, bold vision says, yeah, you're not allowing the growth. Look at that. You're not allowing true growth. Your Ace of Swords is upside down because you're not actually allowing yourself to go for what you really want to go for. So you're still holding on to pieces of yourself that says you're not good enough. So your growth is actually stunted. Your spiritual growth should be flurrying. And, if you guys are watching chakras as well, we all know that this is the ultimate growth card for growth and renewal, getting rid of the withered and nasties to allow the good one with the berries to come, but your growth is stunted. You've stunted it because of this idea that you can only go for the middle card, not the big giant card. And sometimes I even believe that you can only go for the very small card in certain areas, not allowing for that creativity to grow within yourself, not allowing these bigger ideas to even become, I think, really, they're more of like what you believe to be an imagination of something that cannot become reality. So you don't even try, right? You stay away from it. And that's the negative energy that's keeping your growth stunted. Okay, so yes. So you're stunting your own growth, not allowing it to grow properly. Keeping your Ace of Swords down. Okay. Having your Ace of Swords down is actually cutting yourself, right? Because that's a double-edged sword. Okay, with your own insecurities, because the Ace of Swords is insecurities. Having a downward attitude toward yourself may even be using, because the Ace of Swords is upside down, maybe you're allowing others to falter your growth because you're listening to them. Maybe they're saying, that's a crazy idea, you can't do that. So you take a backward step. But you need to get out of your head with the Ace of Swords and take off your blindfold and say, you know what, I'm not going to be stuck in my head about this anymore. I think, you know, I don't want to be paralyzed with fear on this. I really want this to jump. I really want this idea. I really want this, whatever it is that you're doing, to jump forward. And, I'm not going to have fear of not thinking I'm not good enough for this anymore. And that's the attitude you really need to be taking. Okay, because this is going to keep you balanced, and this is really the truth. And this is where it's justified. The justification really comes from, the Magician. Okay. That wasn't the card I expected to come out, but that's a good one. Justification through your manifestation. Why? Because then you can see where the magic is going to start working. You're going to get out and you're going to realize, I do have hopes and dreams, and there is things that I can have. And the truth is that if I work really hard towards this doesn't have to be just some fantasy. I can actually do this if I try my hardest. As long as it's logical. Remember, with the Justice, it has to be logical, though. There's a lot of logical cards up here because there's a lot of swords. And I think that what they're really trying to tell you, too, is don't dream so big to where you're actually going to detour yourself, okay? I mean, do it logically and make sure that it's a logical decision. Make sure that it's the truth and that it's balanced. I don't want you guys to go out there and be like, you said I was going to be a rock star and I was going to be as big as Led Zeppelin. Logical, guys. Let's be logical. For some of you, you will be. Okay? For others of you, it's not in your chart. Yeah, I don't want you guys to get off your rocker, and try to go become some CEO when you haven't even, been the manager yet, right? Doesn't mean you can't build yourself up to be the CEO, but so pretty much what I'm saying is, let's be logical. Like I said, we have a lot of logical cards here. The creativity needs to stay logical. Okay, no purple unicorns. Okay, guys. You're not going to buy a Lambo unless you do all the work to be able to afford the Lambo. Okay. Perfection of your life. Okay, let's get to the perfection of your life. Why is perfection of your life here? What is so important about knowing this? Are you being an over perfectionist? Is that holding you back because you're looking at things from, one perspective and not the other? This one says, have you seen a storm pictured from above? Oh, look, it has a storm brewing in. Okay, so it can appear to be beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is a great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as an internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness, or an anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Okay, so you see this storm coming in, and you're like saying, okay, well, I have this big, bold vision, but every time I try to move, maybe every time I try to manifest, every time I try to turn my Ace of Swords right side up, I see this storm that stops it. What is the storm? Why is that storm here? What is holding you back? Okay, so this one says that, okay, you need to be more uplifting toward yourself. You're causing your own storm. That's what it says. You are subtly strong and causing your own storm. The storm is amplified within you. So anything that's happening within your life right now is causing a block. So this is your block as well. So you kind of have two blocks. Scorpio, you have two different kinds of blocks. By allowing this all to unfold in different areas around you and denying what needs to be done to exercise the blocked energy in your heart, then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path as it aligns for the next creative turn of the spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and all around you. Oh my God, and then that's right here. Because this is in the world, not of the world. That's freeing yourself. Look at her. Man, what a beautiful water card that is too, because it's telling you you're going to get out of that shell. You're going to release yourself. Look at her releasing herself. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. You're going to liberate yourself through the perfection of understanding of the truth. Wow. Love these cards. It gets so deep. This is a deep kind, you know, this is a different kind of reading from chakra, because this is like super duper deep. Okay, so yes, you got this liberation, and that's where it's saying you're going to be able to manifest, and you're going to be able to do these things because you found the truth within yourself. Oh my gosh, it's just like heartwarming. It's almost like that, I don't know, it reminds me of that movie, you know, where they're out there dancing naked in the rain. Oh my gosh, if anybody remembers that movie, that was so liberating. Okay, this is going to, boom, Seven of Cups, open up the opportunities. You're going to go out there, sing, dance, do whatever you want, and feel liberated, and open up these opportunities. Open up all these fresh ideas, all the ideas that you've been holding back with a big, bold vision. Here they come. Here comes all those visions into play. Opening yourself up. Feeling like you're fresh, complete. You have the Ten of Pentacles coming up with the satisfaction. I feel so satisfactory. I feel like I'm achieving more ideas, more creative ideas, more things that I can open myself up to. And they're not just, you know, some crazy ideas. These are things that I can say, you know what, I've got bigger visions. I'm going to go for the big card now. I have what it takes, and I understand what's going on around me. Wow, this one flew out. Look at that Queen of Wands taking on some fire energy. It's kind of like, you know, building a fire under your butt, saying, let's go, I got this now. She's a very creative woman. The Queen of Wands is going to open up that creativity within yourself. She is very creative. She's on the go, and she's going to get things done through all of that inspiration. She's very inspiring and creative. So yeah, you're going to really take on this energy and just say, you know what, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. I have the sunflower in my hand, which means I'm ready for growth, and I'm ready to go. Here we go, guys. So we have in the world, not of the world. Really coming in. Look at that. That's some beautiful water energy coming in, feeling like yourself, feeling free. She feels like, oh my gosh, she just like jumped in there, and she's naked. And she's naked, and a lot of naked going on around here, and she's naked, and she's feeling free and pure and just ready to go. And look at this, she's like swimming with the fish. She's like, I'm ready. In the world, not of the world. It is safe for you to become naked. Oh my God, what did I just say? She's naked. Naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. Dang it. No, you're supposed to be down by the lake with the fish, okay? We already got that one. Or remember, we were supposed to be naked in the forest alone. It was like Naked, that movie, that TV show, Naked and Afraid, right? Just no fear. Okay, so it does mean, though, stripping back your beliefs, your strongholds, and your mental or emotional security blankets and those that block you. Just going to say it, the blocks. So that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagining the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Okay, conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having anything that you have or want. I'm going to say want. It says having, but I'm going to say wants because of the visions over here, these visions that you want, locking away your ideas and your ways of thinking. Holding and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away now. So you've done everything you were supposed to do. You went and you got rid of it. You threw it away. You understood it. You stood out in the storm and you said, take this away from me. Okay. And now here you are. You're free. Now, this card that's sitting here at the end is considered guidance for bringing this process into practical manifestation in my life. This one here, I just want to let you guys know, this one right here was special. That was a special message from your higher self and spiritual guides on the matter. So, which actually made sense. Okay, so getting back to this, it's telling you, you know, it's time to get your productivity together. It's time to get your money together. It's time to get yourself together. No more blocks. No more making yourself feel like you're not good enough to have this, that, and the other. It's time to have the faith process so that you can get this Ace of Swords right side up. Let's start growing. Let's start getting rid of that stuff. Start trusting yourself. Throw away anything that does not suit you. And for me, it's the negative of I'm not good enough. Okay, so let's put this down for a second and read and see what the tarot has to say for you. You have the Knight of Cups coming in, so this is completely expected, and you're also accepting your own cups. This is you accepting your own cups, and I also believe that this is the universe saying, you know what, I'm going to give you cups. I believe it's a 2-in-1 because it feels like you guys have a 2-in-1. Now you're understanding. It's because you have all these options, and it's like you're becoming one, right? When you were naked out there and you were becoming one within yourself, within spirit. And so you're expecting spirit to help you out as you give to yourself. And that is usually how this works. This is not unheard of. It's because of the Six of Swords. You're going in the direction that you need to go in, and you know it. It is a positive direction. You have, Queen of Swords, logical. Like I said, there's a lot of logical going on in here. So we want you to be logical thinking. You've thought about it logically. You've stayed calm. You have the understanding. You've done your homework, your research within yourself. And knowing that you've been listening and paying attention to your higher self, the ideals around you of how to become this person that you want to become. The Lovers, having self-love is what I'm seeing there. Yeah, that's like, I understand that, we have this understanding, it's like me and the universe and myself becoming one, my higher self and myself, however it is, we're becoming one and we're unified into one and having the understanding. Wow. Having the understanding that I can create things. Wow. And then you have the God card coming out. So I have the understanding with the complete belief and faith within myself and within the higher spirits that this is true. Yeah. And you're taking the challenge. It's going to be a challenge for yourself. You know it's going to be a challenge, but you're taking the challenge. How nice is that? You're taking the stand to take the challenge. It's going to be a challenge, right? It's always a challenge when we're trying to change something. Right? Because it doesn't just happen overnight. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. Okay, and take the challenge, Scorpio. And until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.